This video I am going to dedicate to Jenna Hager Bush, to a daughter of George Bush, the president who actually really screwed me up badly next to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton started all this crime 28 years ago, and then it was George Bush that took it from there. 2 terms. Left me with a really bad taste in my mouth, especially when I think about what you're about to see next. Got this news today, served from the Yahoo, and it's Jenna Bush Hager that does a little dance. It's the news that was translated to me under MKUltra as the news, which will demonstrate the length of MKUltra in the United States of America that went on as unregulated. And for the perfect example, it would be the show known as Today. Show known as Today, according to Illuminatis, was one of the shows through which MKUltra torture in United States of America was promoted into a broad public, do you want to use term such as sacrifice, or I would rather use this, ritual. It seems to me like somebody's trying to take away blame for the crime from the people who created this crime, and I'm talking certainly about the British. I'm talking about the London 1-800 London cabal, which met me prior to my arrival to United States of America on a cruise ship known as Meridian. Sank one in, I think, 99 of Singapore, something like this. It used to belong to Celebrity Cruises, Chandris, a Greek company, Greek family. Yeah. And so there you have it. I'm just repeating the words from
rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Yeah, this is what Jenna Hager Bush predicted for me, involved with her sister Barbara, entire family since 1995. I don't know how much that's true to it, but that George Bush eventually became even a president because of me. There was literally no trace, no grain of a chance in George Bush becoming American president. Was separated from his father into like a second or even third class category politician, an individual who possibly could reach out for the presidential seat, was nowhere on horizon. But yeah, I was crazy about George Bush. I was promoting George Bush since 1995 with absolutely everything I had. And truly, it appeared George Bush developed a taste for American presidency based on my preferences, based on my giving him a moral courage and everything. Now his daughter is returning this with a little bit different attitude to me. I don't think I have to explain what exactly that would mean for me, but it would mean for me a dead end, a death basically. Let's see this again. If it's going to be something like this, going up and down and up and down and then down, then it's going to be dead. Now, Slovenian regime came with some crazy, insane shit during MKUltra, and have insisted that there will be some American technology that will become available to them through my case that would save my life. Some kind of treatment, even with the cells, involvement in some kind of cells or something like this. Something to what I very much objected during MKUltra, because I am sure you do understand my being a native from Slovenia, my being here as far as the ancestry. Since from forever we were here. This name, this Auschwitz name, this is very, very old name in Slovenia. Very old. This name existed here before Slovenia existed. In Romania you have Ceausescu. If you take Ceausescu, you get Auschwitz name, literally. In Germany the name is Auser, the last name. And in France there is another name and so on. This is a very, very name from Europe. It's a very old name with a different, with variety of different pronunciation in different countries, in different cultures throughout the Europe. It's present, however, throughout entire Europe. The Slovenian version of this name is just Auschwitz, just happened so. I was even told by Turkish people that is the name even exists in Turkey. Not at my surprise, because there's a lot of people from Balkans that ended up in Turkey during Ottoman Empire. Who knows? But anyhow, look, for me to survive this case, 28 years of violence, that's what this was, you know. I had to see myself as non-native. I had to see myself as somebody else from somewhere else. I'm just going to put it this way. If I would see myself as a Slovenian native, it would be unprecedented damage I would do to myself. First of all, I don't know where you're watching this program from, but I'm sure that you feel that your country have certain obligation to your citizenship, what do you want to call this, rights, property, whatever you want to call this, addresses, maybe Bill of Rights, maybe constitutional rights, whatever rights that you have written in your stars, wherever you're from, talking about your country. Well, I was more than deprived of those. I don't think I had any rights. I didn't even have the rights to be a human being as far as Slovenia. I was not a human being. If I would start to see myself as a Slovenian, that as a native Slovenian, that this injustice was done to one, I probably would end up blowing myself at a local police station long time ago, hurting people and doing the stuff, because I was the one who asked father of Jenna Bush, father of Barbara Bush, to literally nuke Slovenia out of existence. I was the one. Due to amount of torture, due to bestiality that was performed against me by the people of Slovenia since 1995. And I'm talking, unfortunately, I am talking about this individual here. His name is Janez Janša. Very, very sorry to ever lower myself to the level of this here. Very sorry, because I took machine gun in my hands to defend his views. I was the first generation of Slovenian military, therefore independent Slovenian military, which arose from territorial defense, draft military, based on draft. After Slovenia became independent country, after one managed to break away from Greater Serbian Chetnik state known as Yugoslavia, which was at the same time in a war with 4 different nations, with the Kosovo people, therefore Albanian people, against the Bosnian people in Bosnia, against the Croat people, and against Slovenian people, against 4 of them, except for Slovenia, because, yeah, they did drop bombs from the planes, and they used tanks to roar the streets. They couldn't do much damage, but they did engage in ethnic cleansing, they did engage in genocide against the Croats, against the Bosnian people, against the Kosovo, therefore Albanian people, they did, actively so. Even the United Nations have denied this, and they did so through 1-800 London Cabal. It was the British royals that voided, on behalf of Russia, blame for the Serbian genocide against at least 3 nations. They did so. Serbs did this stuff. And so it's very extremely disappointing that in eyes of George Bush, I was nothing other than an experiment rat for the individual that you see here. Yeah, this individual is a traitor in my eyes. This is a disgrace to me, to my country, to my people. This is an individual who screwed my life up. This is an individual that collaborated with the Milan Kucan, because I'm saying this because George Bush claimed me during MK Ultra that this is who America work with, they work with, and I'm just going to have to work with. And that kind of technology for the cure of whatever problem that I have, cancer-related issues, thrombosis, blood clots, whatever it is, and it's all 3 of the above. That's how it will be solved by Slovenia, literally through this individual, that this is just the way this is going to be it. I must say, unfortunately, a train for this individual took away, and for other individuals I have fought for. No, I did not fought for. These are just 2 politicians, that's all they are. They have contributed to Slovenia nothing. And I'm going to be very specific. They contributed to Slovenia less than nothing. They contributed greatly to Slovenian disgrace. For what Slovenian parliament have allowed itself, I was told by the Israelis, it wouldn't take them a week in Israel to lynch entire Knesset. If something so disgusting would have happened, a single Jew in state of Israel. And I doubt there is a nation under the sun on this globe that would do any different. Well, these people provided for Milan Kucan, for Borut Pahor, for Danilo Turk, for so-called ex-communists from Yugoslavia. No, they were not communists, they were just supporters of the occupation here in Slovenia, Serbian occupation, that's all there is. For what these people have provided, nothing but unconditional camouflage support for the people whom I have just mentioned right now. Sorry, Mr. George Bush, I am extremely disgusted with you that you have been for so long in this case of mine. And that you have not managed more courage than have Jenna Bush Hager come in my face after 28 years. This is not MK Ultra, this is something else. To come up down to remind me of something like this. It is despicable crime. It's a despicable crime. If you ever had anything to do with Yanis Yansha, you wouldn't have done anything like this. That's one thing. But in the case you did have, because it really doesn't make any difference according to what I see. From my standpoint, it also doesn't make any difference. As I stated, what exactly does it mean to you to cause an individual so much harm, so much damage? What exactly makes you so happy about destroying somebody 28 years of life? Why? Why? I mean, what is it that makes you so proud? What is it that makes you so happy about doing this to an individual who unconditionally have supported you? And I did so. And this until year 2015. What the fuck is this to you, for you to go about and cause somebody harm like this? You would be no president. You made unprecedented amounts of money with your cousin from Florida, actually, excuse me, your brother from Florida, and yet you seems like you want to take a hard bite in me, and you want to make sure that I end up dead. In fact, you want to make sure that I feel like, what exactly? What? That I reject my own nation even more was not enough damage? That you deprived me, that you destroyed me, my American U.S. citizenship? You tortured inside of this home. You tortured inside of this room. You tortured inside of Guantanamo. You brought me to Guantanamo. You did this stuff. You did a lot of this stuff. You used electroconvulsive therapy to cause physical pain, physical injury in my head. Is it really so important to you after 28 years to have your daughter to come so hard on me? Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. As for this stuff here, Slovenia is not going to provide any kind of treatment for me. I got everything I needed to know about Slovenia. It's just exactly what I stated. If I would feel like a native Slovenian, and I would start to think, consider state obligations toward me as a human being, I would have blown myself at a local police station long time ago. It was a long school to create a terrorist from me for the sake of even Vladimir Putin. Mr. George Bush, you campaigned heavily for Vladimir Putin. You dedicated your life to Vladimir Putin. You did not dedicate one to me. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time.